Hi guys, I am going to show you how to make a delicious, elegant chocolate raspberry cheesecake. John requests this every year for his birthday. I have been making it for a number of years and I bring it over to friends' house when we have dinner over there. I've served it many times to friends and family when they've come over to our home, and it always receives rave reviews. I was trying to remember where I got this recipe from because I've had it for a number of years, and I knew the only thing I really changed was the crust for it, so I wanted to make sure I gave credit where credit was due. And then I remembered my mom actually cut this out of something, and it's a Keebler recipe. I think it might have been on the package of the Keebler graham cracker crust, so I'm going to put a link to that, and that way you'll have the recipe typed out. So let me go ahead and show you everything you're going to need to make it. You can just get the chocolate crust and use that and follow the rest of the recipe, and that's the way the recipe will read if you follow the link to the Keebler recipe. But I really like making my own graham cracker crust, and I use chocolate graham crackers. You're going to need a cup and a half of the crumbs, and then you'll need 6 ounces of melted butter, and I'll show you how to make that crust in case you want to make it this way. For the cheesecake, you're going to need 6 ounces of cream cheese, and you'll want to let that get to room temperature. It does come in an 8-ounce block, but you're only going to need 6 ounces. Then you'll need 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 1 egg. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You're going to need 1 cup of either fresh or frozen raspberries. You can use frozen raspberries, just put them in frozen. You don't need to thaw them first. And then you'll need some additional berries for the garnish. I have found that a 6-ounce package of raspberries is enough. You'll have just enough, so don't take any out and eat them first. But if you're trying to cut costs, I know raspberries can be kind of expensive. This right now is the perfect time to buy raspberries, so they were only $1, but I know sometimes they're like $4. So a 6-ounce package is enough if you don't want to buy multiple packages of them. Then you're going to make a chocolate glaze, and for that you're going to need 2 ounces of semi-sweet baking chocolate. And then you're also going to need 1/4 cup of whipping cream for the chocolate glaze as well. First, I'm going to make my crust, and you're actually going to use a pie plate for this cheesecake. So you'll need your 6 tablespoons of butter, and you're going to melt those first. 1 package of graham crackers is the equivalent of 1.5 cups of them crumbled, so you should just need to crumble 1 package of your graham crackers. Then you're just going to mix your melted butter into your graham cracker crumbs really well until it's all coated. Then you'll pour it all into your pie plate, and you're going to press it firmly along the bottom and all the way around the sides. Once you've pressed your graham cracker crumbs into your pie plate, you're going to place it in the refrigerator and let it chill until it is firm. Next, you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Then you're going to add your 6 ounces of cream cheese to your mixing bowl and beat it until it's nice and fluffy. Then you're going to gradually beat in your sweetened condensed milk. Then you're going to add your egg, your 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and your 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then you're just going to mix all of that together until it's well combined. Now my crust is nice and firm. If your crust isn't firm in the refrigerator, you can pop it in the freezer for like 10 minutes and it will become firm really quickly. So you're going to pour your raspberries into the bottom. And you'll just want to spread those out so that they're in a single layer. And then you're going to pour the cream cheese mixture right over top of the raspberries. And then I just take my spatula and make sure all of the raspberries are covered and that the mixture is all the way to the edges. And it doesn't have to be exactly perfect because you are going to put a chocolate glaze over top. You're going to put it in your 350-degree oven and bake it for 30 to 35 minutes or until the center is almost set. So this is what it will look like when you take it out of the oven. So if you touch the center, it's almost set, but it isn't really firm. And then I let it cool on a wire rack for about an hour or so before I make the chocolate glaze. Once your cheesecake has cooled, you are going to melt your 2 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate and your 1/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream together over low heat. You want to cook it slowly so that it doesn't burn at all. And you're just going to continue to cook it and stir it until it's nice and smooth. And then I just use a spatula to get it nice and smooth all the way around. Alright, mine is reflecting big time, so it really isn't all lumpy. Once you have it all smoothed out, you're going to put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour and it will sort of harden a little bit. It's not going to be really hard, and then you can top it with your raspberries. This cheesecake looks much prettier when you take it out of the pie plate, so I like to garnish each individual piece. I have some chocolate curls and raspberries, and then you can also add some mint leaves if you would like.